Hi, our sheriff is leaving us for another political office, and we have to choose who we want to protect us from the bad guys. Bad guys can come in many forms, and one of those, in my opinion, is Redflex, the red light photo enforcement company, the company that many call unconstitutional.
Redflex Traffic Systems is a company in Arizona that manufactures, installs, and services stoplight surveillance cameras across the U.S. More and more cities are getting these cameras, even though there's debate about whether or not they actually do anything other than promote surveillance and act as a cash cow to local authorities through fining drivers. And Redflex is one of the big players in the market. Last year, the company was embroiled in a $2 million bribery scheme in Chicago. The company was bribing local officials to install the cameras there.
Huffington Post has articles on this company, such as Red Light Camera Vendor Admits Likely Bribery in City Program. Red light cameras, drones, and surveillance fleecing the taxpayer in the age of petty tyrannies. Speed camera firm ousted over ethic flaps. Red light camera gets a $32 million payday. Steve Henry, who swore an oath to the Constitution, which includes the Second, the Fourth, the Sixth Amendment, was reprimanded for ordering a subordinate to give his AZ Motor Vehicle Department user ID and password to a representative at Redflex. With the right computer script, a company with this kind of access could theoretically download the entire MVD database. I have to ask, what does that include? My name, my address, my phone number, possibly my social security number? I'm not sure, but I believe in my Fourth Amendment right to privacy and believe we should elect a sheriff that believes in the same. Steve Henry's stance on the Second Amendment scares me as well. On a Channel 5 interview, Henry does not want to come up on a situation where legal gun owners are protecting themselves and fellow citizens.
We don't want to walk into a gunfight between anybody, but much less a gunfight where people are untrained.
There have been cases where gun owners have saved lives and prevented serious crimes. And for the sheriff, that makes it worth the risk.
That's the risk sometimes you have to take, whether it's law enforcement or private citizen.
What does that really mean? It means he wants citizens to call 911, wait for law enforcement to show up 5, 10, 15 minutes later, so he has a clean shot over all the dead bodies. As a citizen in this county, if a terrorist or criminal starts on a killing spree, I want our citizens with firearms and concealed carry permits to open fire. And please do so. I will do my best to get out of their way and help others do the same. By the time Steve Henry shows up, the shooter will probably be dead, or he will be the only shooter left standing. I agree with Joe Apiro, citizens should be able to protect themselves. This is why we have a Second Amendment. The Pinal County Deputies Association, a group made up of over 200 plus Pinal County deputies who have firsthand knowledge of what is going on in the sheriff's office and protect us every day with their lives, have endorsed Mark Lamb for sheriff, along with Supervisor Todd House, Supervisor Cheryl Chase, Supervisor Steve Miller, Supervisor Anthony Smith, and the Tri-Valley Dispatch as well. I ask that if you believe in the Constitution, that you with myself and the above list will vote Lamb for sheriff. Thank you for your time. God bless the state of Arizona, our law enforcement, and you and your families. I'm David Moulton, a citizen of Pinal County, and using my First Amendment right to speak my mind. Thank you for taking the time to listen. Please vote Mark Lamb for sheriff.